Anthony Davis, he had himself a game last night for the Los Angeles Lakers, dropping 40 points, snaring 20 rebounds, and he goes 26 for 27 from the charity stripe. The Grizzlies browed down last night to the brow at Staples Center, and he made the all-time record, set the all-time record for most made free throws for the Los Angeles Lakers, previously held by Dwight Howard, who was leading MVP chants for Anthony Davis at Staples Center, but he was on his game last night. All that work in just 3 quarters, 31 minutes for Anthony Davis, and here's him talking about his performance right after the game.
It's an honor, great company, and to be here part of this franchise and do something special like that and to be on that list with those, those legends means a lot to me. But what's more important, I'm happy that we got the win. Like I said, it was a grind in that first half, and my teammates trusted me. Just told me to get going, and that's what I try to do, and just try to get to the line, make some shots, and just try to be, a monster on the glass. We give up a lot of offensive rebounds, especially in that last game. So I just wanted to make sure they got one shot, and that was it. And do the same thing on offense.
And with that 40-point, 20-rebound game, Anthony Davis joined Laker legends Elgin Baylor, Will Chamberlain, George Mikan, Shaquille O'Neal, and the Cap, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, to have accomplished that feat. Elgin Baylor had done it 34 times. Will Chamberlain did it 5 times as a Laker. Hadn't been done since the Diesel did it in 2003. But the concern last night was Anthony Davis's shoulder. His shoulder, he was a little banged up. He left, he went into the locker room. Here's Anthony Davis talking about his shoulder during the game.
I was really just trying to figure it all out. It was bothering me a lot. It was very sore, but I didn't want to come out the game. So I just came to the back and adjust some things, and it felt good to go back out, and I went back out late in the second. Felt good, did some more stuff at halftime, and then went out in the third. Was going to actually just test it out in the third, and it felt good.
And last night, it was classic Anthony Davis. He's one of the best players in the league. It's just the durability concerns. And last night, it was fitting that it was his shoulders, because he's going to have to carry this Laker team on his shoulders all season long. LeBron James, he's not a top 5 player anymore. He's maybe not even a top 10 player anymore on most nights, and they're going to need Anthony Davis to put up big numbers all season long. He's averaging 66 games a year in his career. Yes, he's played 75 games a couple of times, but it's those knick-knack injuries, the shoulder, the thumb. Luckily for Laker fans, he hasn't sustained any long-term serious injuries, but here's LeBron James talking about Anthony Davis and the fact that he's just scratching the surface with the Los Angeles Lakers.
I don't even think he's scratched the surface yet. I think we're all still getting comfortable with one another. I think he's still getting comfortable out on the floor, but when he's attacking like that, the guy shoots high in the 80s and 90s from the free throw line. That's easy money for him, and it's great for our defense as well. It's great for our team being able to settle a game down like that. So he was wonderful tonight, spectacular in all facets, both offensively and defensively, and we needed it.
And I love how LeBron was chanting Taco Tuesday with the Laker crowd, but if you heard at the end, he goes, "We needed it." Really, LeBron? You needed Anthony Davis to score 40 points and get 20 rebounds to beat the Memphis Grizzlies at home? That should tell you about the depth concerns that LeBron has with his current Laker team and how badly they need Kyle Kuzma to come back and be that third star, because Anthony Davis, I'll put him in the top 3. I still have Giannis Antetokounmpo ahead of him. I still have Kawhi Leonard ahead of him, because those guys have made deep playoff runs, unlike Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis, that's going to be uncharted waters, but if you're Anthony Davis, you're officially a Los Angeles Laker. That was his coming out party last night. And if you're Anthony Davis, you just want to have a more efficient game. On the year, he's shooting 43% from the field, 27% from three-point range, and I think Anthony Davis, like LeBron said, is only scratching the surface. But if you look at him so far this season, he's got 25, 9, and 5 in the first game, 21-7-2 against the Jazz, 29-14-3 with 3 blocks against the Hornets, and last night, a monster game, 40-20-2 against the Grizzlies. So it's about the durability, and I think the Los Angeles Lakers need to be as careful with Anthony Davis's minutes as they are with LeBron James. LeBron James, he's 34 years old. Anthony Davis, only 26, in the prime of his career, but LeBron James is a freak. LeBron James never gets injured despite all those long playoff series, all those finals games. LeBron James is still trucking. Yes, he's lost a step, but Anthony Davis, they cannot afford to have him miss significant time, because if they do, they're going to be a 4 or 5 seed at best in the West. And the thing about Anthony Davis, it's not those season-ending injuries. It's injuries that he's playing through. So if you're the Los Angeles Lakers, take that into consideration. You can ill afford to have a Anthony Davis that's not 100%. You got to rest him when he needs it, or else they're not going to go deep in the playoffs.